All right, man. So recently, man, Payroll came and he dropped that heat, man. Sosa Dreamz. Now, usually we really don't touch on too much, like, say too much of the underground rap, but I feel like Payroll is transitioning right now, and he's crossing that barrier. But he got his intro on there, and he got somebody on there named Dre Sconey. I don't know if y'all familiar with him. This is my first time hearing about him, but I just like the way it comes in. It gives you that smooth vibe.
Yeah.
So how you feeling about it so far, man?
I just love Payroll's energy in terms of, like, in general, like, in terms of what he offers to the game. And, like, it's just a refreshing voice in terms of, like, you know what I mean? Like, when we get so much rapping, it's just like, we doing this, we popping, we rapping off the plug. It's literally everything that we not doing. Like if it was a drug dealer's code of ethics, like, Payroll was trying to write the book for the, like, this is how you drug deal 101, this is how you write, this is how you make sure you ain't fucking nobody over in the game. So I can respect that. And I just you just feel hungry, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel genuine humbleness, and like when you see a dude like that, like, and you see the music that he creates, and you see the vibe that he creates, it's like, you can never, like, feel bad listening to something like that. Like,
so let me ask you this: a lot of people, man, to people that's not really from Detroit or probably haven't had that ear for it or whatever, or been able to reach out like Cali or whatever the case may be, they might feel like he that newcomer that's stepping into the game, but people don't realize, like, Dope Boys, when they was cash out rich niggas, they've been in the game for, like, I want to say, like, 15 years. So do you feel like
this is 2016, 10 years deep. I've been listening to Dope Boy Cash Out, and the more, like, the older I get, I'm starting to realize, like, the people that you see, like, on TV, like, granted, you have the anomalies, like Lil Wayne, who's popped off when he was 17, and then I've been popping since I was 17. But most of the people that you saw, like, they grinded, like, they already started. They started from somewhere. So now in the age where, like, we live in an age where everything is right there, so we can see it. So that upcoming,
social media, that platform.
Yeah. So them dropping those mixtapes, that was in the hood. Like, people would have to see you around the hood, grab your mixtape, and you know what I'm saying, like that. So we wasn't right there. Like, so now that I can see y'all come up, it just seems like it's been a long process. But if you really look at that, like, he's taking the steps to, like, all right, now I got Detroit on lock, I got that, now I'm gonna go take this there. And that's how traditionally most artists built their brand to become those mainstream artists that you see today.
So let me ask you this. So, I mean, you kind of put the answer out for me already, but do you feel that growth? Because, I mean, honestly, like, from me listening to it, I don't feel just like a straight up Detroit sound. I feel like it's something for everybody. Like, he got a West Coast vibe to it. He got a beat on there that's kind of like that Gucci feel to it, and then he got a lot of production from Cardo. Now, I don't know if y'all know who Cardo is, but Wiz Khalifa did a lot of work with him, and a lot of classics that y'all probably done heard from Wiz Khalifa came from Cardo. What you think, man?
I'm honestly willing to say that the rise of Wiz Khalifa is because of Cardo, like, and that's the same feeling I almost get from Payroll too. Like, that combination, Big Boss of Volume 1, I don't know if you guys spoke on it, but that project in itself is just an amazing project. Like, I got some people that don't like it, and it's for their own reasons.
It's always gonna be like that.
I mean, but, like, it was some people that just didn't feel it because, like, they used to this Detroit ass Payroll. But, like, for me to see a whole project with one producer who really knows what he's doing, and y'all really compliment each other. Like, his West Coast flow, West Coast beats, like, kind of with that, it like, he has a Southern, Midwest, West Coast, like, I'm speaking of Cardo, like, style about his beats. So it's just like, it got that bounce.
But it's mellow.
You got that ride. You never really, like, you never too turned up.
But you never too turned down.
It's not like you can just sit there and just not do nothing about it either. So it's just that feel, like, it's that real smooth, like, smooth G shit. And I just feel like that combination, and with this project, these guys, I mean, it wasn't just Cardo on here. I heard, like I said, Zaytoven was on
it's a couple people.
I was shocked, honestly, because I didn't think, not to say, I mean, if you're a trapper, you gotta get a beat from Zaytoven.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, but with more so or not though, like I just like it was just smooth. Everything transitions like real albums supposed to transition. Like it's like, all right, next song, cool. Next song, cool, okay. Not
like get you somewhere.
Yeah, like we're living the age of mixtapes.
So what I'm feeling like, man, I feel like this can be that project to make Payroll like that makes him cross over. I see that and I feel it. I'm not gonna say no names, but I know this is kind of far-fetched and I don't want y'all to think too much about it, but I had somebody tell me like, yo, like this is like he's transitioning kind of like how Jay-Z did a little bit. And if y'all are some real Jay-Z fans, Jay-Z started off on like the heavy dope flow, whatever. You seen him turning over into like a little bit more corporate. You know what I'm saying? It changed. And I see that. And although Payroll give you that rawness, he give you that rawness, but it's like he giving you like you see that transition. Like what's the song I like? Like I'm feeling Prezi. Like I love the way Prezi make you feel, and even like the intro. Not to keep jumping back to that, but the intro just give you that smooth feel. But what I'm thinking though is, could Payroll possibly be like the face of Detroit rap right now? Like not thinking about a Big Sean or a Royce the 5'9" or even a, you know what I'm saying, an Eminem, but like far as like on an underground level. Is it possible that he can be that?
I wouldn't even call it underground anymore.
Technically not. Because he's reaching a lot of people.
Like if you become number one in Detroit, you're not underground. Because you gotta understand how big Detroit is. Granted, you're not big in the world, but Detroit is a huge city, and our market is huge. So if you reach to the top of that platform and you become like, it's almost general consensus that Payroll's that nigga in Detroit. Like it's. Like you got like you said. I mean, you mentioned Big Sean, but people I was having this conversation yesterday, like about Eminem and like the representation of Detroit in terms of music. Like Eminem was a great rapper. He represents Detroit, but he doesn't. Well, he represents himself, but he doesn't. I don't understand. He doesn't represent what Detroit really is. Like, and I want to preference myself by saying that, like.
Just so, a different dynamic.
It's just a different. That's not the majority.
Exactly.
Like, so for me, like and even Big Sean, that's not the majority. Like that's a good portion of us. But like people like Payroll and like granted, we are a city of hood ass niggas. Like so, I feel like that he has that type of representation. Like we grew up Detroit gangsters, like you know that smooth gangster stuff.
Yeah, Detroit
like,
players.
He represents that transition, like that actual representation of what we is. So I feel like it could be like the face.
So let me kind of close out by saying this. I recently I don't know how I didn't know this before, but I found out like that Payroll was like the one behind like the Dope Boys beats. Like a long time ago, and even recently, but like when they first came in with kind of like that Hot Boy sound, which, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people might hate, but you got a lot of people from the city that love it, and a lot of people use that sound, and that's become the Detroit sound.
Yeah.
You know, because before you had tracks like Don't Catch a Slug to the Head, you had the hard piano rolls and the hell of a type of feel, but Payroll came in, and I feel like he placed that foundation. And now what I'm thinking is, if I had to compare Payroll to an artist, if you a real hip hop head, you'll understand this. I kind of want to compare him to like a Warren G.
Oh, and it's crazy that you said that because he has a sample on that album. I'm trying to think. This is a song with Tamara. Her name's Tamara, but it's a song on there. He samples the This DJ track by Warren G. And so it's for sure that connection that the producer, rapper, artist, gangster connect. Like Warren G, people don't know how instrumental Warren G is to
a lot of stuff.
Hip hop in general, like how much he influenced just the sound of West Coast rap, and in the same way Payroll influenced, like there would be no band gangs or no like people.
Think so?
I don't think like these is the sound that he has. These are the sounds that they're making. Like these are the sound they coming up. Not granted, they
probably grew up on the Dope Boys and Cash.
Like you can tell by their influence. Like you can tell the way they rap, the style of beats they rap on. Like these were their influence.
You should have seen them hoes. You should have seen them hoes. Ha.